Hi guys, happy Monday, February 16th. This is part two. Okay. We already explained this exchange between JE and Ehud Barak, the former Prime Minister of Israel. So you making sure that I don't work for Mossad. Okay. And here's the EFTA. Okay, so we just went through this in the other post, so we want to focus on this post here. This is the other one. Okay, check that out. And this one is FBI. Okay, so this CHS is confidential human source. We want to go through this. First paragraph talks about Alan Dershowitz, and he basically says that he is co-opted by Mossad. So he's literally either a Mossad agent or an asset. Let's just call him an asset for right now, okay? And then he talks about Josh Kushner and Jared Kushner being the students of Alan Dershowitz at Harvard, okay? So that is important because now you have, this is like a family thing. So they're recruiting basically the Kushners while they're at Harvard, and we already know that Kushner, Jared Kushner through Charles, have some affiliation with Israel, and in this case, now they're already not only tied to Israel and have deep feelings for Israel, but also tied to Mossad. So that's the first paragraph. You can look at that in more detail. So the second paragraph is talking about Acosta, which they spell Acosta wrong here. That's fine. And so here, after these calls with Mossad, would then call Dershowitz to debrief Epstein, was close to former... And this is the key. This is further confirmation, okay? And by the way, this is 2020, okay? October 19, 2020, okay? And it says Mossad would then call Dershowitz to debrief JE was close to former Prime Minister of Israel, Ehud Barak, and trained as a spy under him. Okay, this confirmation that JE was basically at a minimum a Mossad asset, at a maximum actually a Mossad agent. Okay, believe Netanyahu was criminal. Okay, that we don't need to talk about here. You can check that out. Okay, we're just talking about Dershowitz, the Kushners, Trump, JE here, and then we talked. There's a lot of other paragraphs here, and it's kind of distracting, so let's not focus on that. The Kushner family, Kushner money. The FBI should investigate Kushner family charities to find evidence of corruption and money laundering, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so that's separate. Talk about Charles Kushner here. Okay, let's just move forward. There's a lot of stuff here. And this is interesting. Then you have this hairy dude involved with Trump's hotels, here, and then Taco said that he was going to F Amazon for their military contracts, and this was the real collusion story. Taco has been compromised by Israel. The Kushner is the real brains behind the organization and his presidency. So this is interesting also. This Igor dude, okay, brokered a sale of Beverly Hills mansion Taco acquired for $800,000, less than the market value. CNH referenced that attached article and summarized the matter. A small-time scam artist gave Taco a mansion for $0. Why? Published in 2018. Okay, so the thing is, the deal included many facets that didn't add up. The deal warrants further scrutiny, and investigators should follow up on numerous oddities and red flags that these series of transactions raise. So literally got a mansion for $0. That's payment. That's what that means. Okay, just so you don't understand that component. Talks about other people here. Okay. Okay, so after one season, West Coast apprentice moved back to New York. Taco never lived in Beverly Hills mansion this summer 2000. He sold it home for $9.5 million, less 800,000 than the previous year's price. So the Swiss entity associated with the family, Ek, whatever, an Indonesian billionaire financier, the sale was in cash. Taco's lawyer, Michael Cohen, filed the legal papers for the shell company involved in Mansion's purchase, and he notarized the deed when Taco sold the property, records show. He didn't respond to multiple requests. There's other stuff in here, and then we have Leon Black in here, who's also financing all this stuff with Apollo and has a relationship with JE, and then Kushners was facing 6.6 disaster, and then he got bailed out. Apollo bailed him out, $184 million, and then they also got money from other places, including Japan and Saudi Arabia, and so this is just a lot of stuff in here. But the key thing here is that JE was trained as a spy, which is the former post that we just sent out. So yeah, this just confirms that this is really deep, really deep, and it's the heart of not only the U.S. government but also the government of Israel and other places. Okay.